If you are a women's ministry leader, director, coordinator, volunteer in the local church, I see you wearing all the hats. And I want to walk you through the exact women's ministry planner that I use as the director of my women's ministry program in my home church. I have created it and made it available for anyone to use. It is undated, and I want to walk you through exactly what's in it so you can see how you might use it in your own local church. To begin with, we have the cover page. And then we're going to have a page that walks through vision and mission. So you can discuss that as a team if you don't already have that. You've got goals for the year, your vision statement, your mission statement. Next, everybody's favorite page, the year at a glance. So you can walk through every single month to see exactly what you've got, big ticket items. Then you're going to have a quarterly planner. And this is one of my favorite pages because I think through planning in quarters. So there is one particular page here, like all of the pages in the planner. You've got one page, you can print it and use it however many you want. So there's one quarterly planner here so you can walk through and see what you're doing quarter by quarter along with an annual goal statement. Next is a more detailed view of quarterly planning, and this is also one of my favorite pages because I've got it split up here in 5 different sections, and this is how we think about women's ministry in my home church with my team. We think about this. Fellowship, what are we doing quarterly for fellowship events and gatherings? What are we doing from an events perspective? Are we hosting any big events? What are we doing for Bible studies and small groups? What are we doing for our service projects? And finally, any publicity and communication needs. I've got sections here for every single one of those categories so you can walk through those for every single quarter and see a holistic view of what your program is doing. The next section of the planner is just it's a month-to-month layout. So you've got the full month, it's undated, so you can start this at any time. And then within the monthly layout, there's also a monthly focus. And in the monthly focus, you're going to have split up for weeks, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a theme verse for you, a different one for every single month, a section for praises, a section for do not forget, a section for prayer requests, and for habit trackers like me, a little checkbox to know that you have specifically prayed for that prayer request. And then finally, a small gratitude box to know what you're thankful for as you watch God do wonderful things in your women's ministry. And then the back half of the planner includes some pages that you may or may not use, but I find helpful. Number 1 is just a weekly layout planner. And then number 2 is a daily notes planner. So there are 31 little tabs here, so you can go day by day. If you're visual like me, you like to see things laid out like this is going to be helpful for you. And then we're going to have just a generic to-do list, and then also an event and project planner page, which is super helpful because so many women's ministry programs are doing events. And so this is just going to give you a big picture overview of your project goal, different tasks, their due dates, whether or not they're done, notes, and then a little percentage progress tracker at the bottom, which I always find helpful to know that we are near the end date for that event. And then I've got a monthly budget page here for you so you can keep track of monthly expenses if you are also monitoring the budget for your women's ministry with some priorities, the actual budget items, long-term goals. And then finally at the very end is just a generic notes page. Again, take one page, print it, use it as many times as you want. I use this specific calendar in my women's ministry team. In fact, this week I'm preparing their binders for our upcoming retreat that we're going to gather together as my team, and I am putting one of these in every single one of their binders because I want us to be able to use this as we plan for the next year of ministry. So I have created this with you in mind. It is the exact planner that I use, and I hope it will encourage you to make much of Jesus in your homes, your workplaces, but most importantly, your local church. So we'll put a link in the comments if you're interested in getting your copy today. I hope this encourages you and equips you to love women well.